Hey, what's up, Roxstars? We back. We back. We back. We back. We back. We back. And if you don't know what we're back for, I will tell you. We're back for Power Book 3. Is it Book 3? Yes, Book 3. Raising Kanan, Season 4, Episode 1. You guys, we done finally made it back. I'm back on the reviewing train. With no more further ado, let's get to it, shall we? I say I'm gonna take some time off, y'all.
All the cashiers, they was like, somebody stole her truck. It's like you could hear it all throughout the store.
This Rox coming to you today with a review for Love and Marriage Detroit, Love and Marriage Huntsville, Our Book 4, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's get to it, shall we? Guys, so the show opens with 50 Cent, of course, doing his voiceover and him explaining to us that, Kanan killed Ronnie, Rock killed Creepy Daddy. And 50 Cent is reminding us of what happened, or at least what we thought we knew. He said that we don't know everything, and they got to go back 3 months to explain the shit that we don't know had happened back 3 months ago. Okay, so let's go on back. Now, 3 months earlier, you guys, we see Unique, our boy. I was so happy to see Unique. Unique is in a bad way, though, y'all. Unique, he done had better days. He looked like he done rose from the ashes of some damn trash dump or something. I said, didn't Ronnie tumble him down some woods or something? How he ended up there? But, I mean, maybe it was the woods. Anyway, Unique is pretty jacked up. He's shaky, he wobbly, he's sick, nauseous, throwing all of that. But like Celie, he is here. One of his homies see him all passed out because, Unique done made it to one of his homies, and he takes him in. And his homeboy is just like, I don't know where you been, Unique, but you look like you've been worked over pretty good. I was like, you have no idea. So his boy takes him to a vet. Can't just take Unique to the doctor, all right? This is gonna have to do. The vet tells him that Unique is in a pretty bad way. I don't know what I can do for you. All right, old boy is just like, listen, I just want my money. So he trying to make sure that he keep Unique alive so he can get his little ducats. Now, Unique, he is determined to get back out there. Of course, you would know that. Baby, you got to get up pretty early in the morning to pull one over on Unique. So anyway, old boy take Unique back to the place, to the house, And Unique is still trying to get up out of there. His boy is like, where are you trying to go? Unique, I need to tell Jerome and them that I'm alive. His boy was just like, Unique, you're not going nowhere. You can't go nowhere. And of course, we know that because Unique passes out just from him talking to old boy, falls out on the ground. He was like, see, you can't even walk. You trying to go tell Jerome what? No, let's make sure that you can stay alive for now. And Unique, he tried to throw his weight around. I'm paying you to do what I say. And he was just like, nigga, first of all, you ain't paying me nothing. That's the reason why I'm keeping you alive, so I can make sure I get my money. But right now, you ain't got nothing. I was just like, Unique, baby, sit down. Sit down, sweetheart. Like his boy said, you can't even walk across the damn kitchen. So yeah, like I said, Unique is pretty down bad. I mean, full nightmares when he go to sleep and everything, okay? And I'm sure he only got one thing on his mind. But we'll get back to Unique in a second. Let's talk about the club. Remember last time that we saw them, they was all at the club, Lou's club. The one that he just got a partnership with the girl out the blue. Okay, so everybody is down there. I mean, Juke, Kanan, Fame, is that his name? Fame? Yeah, Fame is up there performing. Or is it Fab? Is it Fame or Fab? It's one of them. We got Lou there, and Lou is apologizing to Juke. That Lou done became quite sorry, hasn't he? I was just like, I need my old Lou to come back. I'm about tired of this Lou. But now he apologizing to Juke, he wasn't there for her, and he gonna be there and all that. And, she forgives him because Juke's life has already been pretty disappointing. She's used to people disappointing her. So she's just like, she ain't gonna hold him to it. It's all right, Unc. Marvin is there as well. Remember, the whole family was supposed to be there in support. He gets a paid. So he calls the person back and, he was just like, oh, so you want to talk to me or you want to talk to my sister? And I guess they was like, we want to talk to you. And he was just like, oh, you want to talk to me? Okay, well, then I'll be there in a minute. So Marvin is leaving because Marvin has been called to a job. So he goes to Big Fish's place. Is that his name? I always know at the beginning of the season, I can't remember nobody's name, but Tony Danza. What's his name? Big Fish? he go to Big Fish place. And you know, Big Fish is filling them up with all of the accolades. Shout out to Nene. He says that, you know what, you professional. I like the way that you do things. You handle stuff. I don't have no problems. You take care of the job, all that. My daughter's husband, he is a son of a bitch. He be cutting up. He talk to my daughter any old kind of way. He embarrassing her all the time. You know, he be doing all kind of stuff. But Big Fish can't do nothing about it because the boyfriend or the husband, he's already a made man. And in the mob, you know, you can't attack made men. So this is where Marvin comes in. I'm going to need you to go and handle him. Okay, just make sure you take care of him. Tommaso is his name. And listen, I don't want Rock to know. I know you work for your sister. And Marvin was just like, what you mean? I mean, I'm my own man. I do what I want to do. I said, yeah, you do what you want to do as long as it's not what Rocky don't want you to do. So Fish is happy that Marvin is going to take the job. So, you know, Marvin is on the case. We see him, you know, he's scoping out Tommaso. And yes, he's quite the mess. Okay, we see him come stumbling out the club with some old woman of the night. He put her in the car, and he walk around to the other side, get in the car, undoes his pants, and pushes her head down. Marvin is looking like, damn, he don't give a fuck. He all out in public and everything. That's why Fish done sent you on him. Now, when the man finished with old girl, I guess he go and hang out with his homeboys. Okay, he out somewhere where black people don't need to be, apparently. Because when Marvin stumbles up upon them, okay, accidentally, he's in the wrong neighborhood. You know, they look at him, nigga, what you doing over here? They didn't say nigga, but they might as well have. And Marvin is acting like he just took a wrong turn. Yeah, you took a wrong turn, all right, black boy. You need to get back in your car and get out of here, and maybe we'll spare you from the ass whooping that's on its way. And Marvin is looking at him, and I was just like, oh. You know, Marvin has just really grown, you guys, because there was a time when Marvin wouldn't even have let this happen. He wouldn't even have let them talk to him like this. Even if it was a job, it would have been over already. But you know what? This is an elevated Marvin. Marvin looking at him, he was just like, oh, y'all a different kind of cracker over here, huh? Yeah, so nigga, why, like we said, go on and get in your car and leave. All right, he's leaving. Okay, he gonna be back, but he leaving for now. That. Anyway, back at the bar. So who's missing? Everybody is there. Well, everybody is there but Rock. Okay. Where's Auntie Rock? You know, Kanan, I don't know where she is. She do whatever she want to do. Whatever the fuck he say, that stupid ass drawl that he insists on having. Anyway, where is Rock? Rock is down to the police station. Remember at the end of the last episode that we saw, they came on and got her. So she's down there, and while she's there, she sees Creepy Daddy there. You know, and she looking like, nigga, what is you doing here? Okay, she already don't really trust nobody. She definitely don't trust Creepy Daddy. I was just like, I guess that's when she put the plan in her head right then that she was gonna have to kill this nigga here. So Rock didn't make it to the bar. Now the next day, Rock is not feeling well. As a matter of fact, she's got the throw-ups. I said, girl, I know you ain't fucked around and got pregnant. But sure enough, because you remember when her and Unique did it, it was that spur of the moment. I guess we ain't had time to put no protection on around here, girl. I guess you thought you was too old to get pregnant, but you not. Child, she go and take the damn pregnancy test, and she is pregnant. I said, girl, if somebody didn't need a problem, this is the one that you did not need. Now, girl, what is you gonna do? I know you're not trying to keep this baby. No, Rock is really not trying to keep the baby. Next thing we know, she down to the doctor's office. And she's thinking about getting an abortion. And, you know, when they're there, you know, they're trying to handle her with care and everything. I said, no, you ain't got to do that. This is Rock. Rock is hard as a rock. Okay. Just let's take care of the business and let it be done. You know, they all trying to talk to her. She's like, I've done this before. Let's just get this over with. The lady was like, oh. She all thought she was going to be all cryy and all that. But Rock was just like, just another day. All right, let's get this baby out of me. Boy, I tell you, that Rock is something tough, ain't she? Girl, you ain't gonna get a little teary-eyed that you got to get rid of Unique's baby? Not even a little bit? Nope. Now, while she down to the doctor's office, we see Kanan. Kanan is at the school talking to the principal. You remember she has a special love for Kanan, or counselor, whoever she is. She's the one that got Kanan at that school, remember? Okay. Well, she telling Kanan, like, listen, you got a paper that's going to be due soon. And if you don't do it, you're going to fail the class, and that social worker is going to give you the blues. Okay? So you need to do this paper. First, Kanan is acting like he ain't going to do it, but oh, girl, the administrator, she ain't trying to hear that. Get it done, Kanan. And she not playing. All right. Kanan gonna do it, child. I be forgetting these kids is even in school. We don't never see them in school. So he's got to write a paper about his family. Okay? And, Kanan don't really know much about his family. I mean, he was told that one person was his father. That really ain't his father. The person that is his father is a secret, and they ain't supposed to be telling nobody. And, of course, Rock don't look like the type that's sitting around and telling them about, the good old days growing up with her mama and her daddy. So he don't really know too much. So he goes to Creepy Daddy. Okay, Creepy Daddy at the station. They outside talking. Creepy Daddy was like, what you doing down here? He was just like, I need to know something about my grandparents. Creepy Daddy ain't really too much help for him. As a matter of fact, he was just like, look, we not one big happy family, remember? Nobody even knows I'm your daddy. DEF CON is supposed to be your daddy. If we go around talking to my parents, for them to tell you about their life, it's going to raise questions. People going to start asking questions like, why is Kanan asking, the cops' mama and daddy about their life and everything? No, it's not smart. Okay. It's also not smart for you to come down here requesting to talk to me. Damn. Kanan was just like, I guess I'm not going to get it from over here. Let me go to my mama's side. I said, yeah, go on your mama's side. We don't know nothing about your damn daddy. So he goes to see his grandmother. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, I be real confused about this relationship with the grandmother. Is the grandmother nice or not nice? Okay, Rock can't seem to stand the grandmother. At one point, they made us seem like the grandmother was kind of shifty and shady and a little shiftless. Other times, they make it seem like she's like this doting grandmother and she's this nice person. I was just like, I don't know what to make of this woman. But anyway, he goes see the woman. And she happy to see her grandbaby. At least she love her grandbaby.
Grandmother, I need to know about my family.
Okay, he want to know about his grandpa. Oh, your grandpa. Okay, now your mama and your uncles, they gonna have a different story than me. But I'm gonna tell you what I know. You talk to them, they gonna tell you something different. She was just like, you and your grandpa, y'all's very similar. Y'all have the same spirit. Okay, never saw something that you didn't think you could do. Whatever you put your mind to, is you gonna get it done. That's the same way your grandpa was. Capable, brilliant. I was just like, well, we ain't quite seen the capable, brilliant parts of Kanan, but maybe it's coming. So yeah, she got a lot to talk about, Elijah. That's the man's name. And she even starts telling them about her parents, Ruth and Charles. Next, we see Kanan. He go talk to Marvin. Now, Marvin's is way more complicated because he was just like, I loved my father. With my every entire being, he was this fighter and I was so proud and I used to see him and he used to shut it down and all of that. Okay? That's why I was so fucking disappointed and hurt that he left us. All right. And I didn't have time to really mourn the fact that he left because I had my mama and my damn brothers and sister that I needed to help take care of. So he didn't think nothing else about it. The man was gone. And as far as he was concerned, he didn't exist no more. And Marvin really didn't have too much more to say about his daddy. Okay. The motherfucker was a coward. He left. And because of that, he could never forgive him. Now, when Kanan goes to talk to Uncle Lou, again, Uncle Lou's vision is a little different as well. Uncle Lou tells him, man, your grandpop, he was that man, okay? He was a creative. He could play that horn like nobody else's business. Okay, he was his own man. He didn't take shit from nobody. And Uncle Lou, he was a little upset. He was a little sad when Daddy left. But now that he's become an adult, he understands his dad a little bit better. Because, life is hard. Sometimes you just can't do it. But back to Marvin and the job that Big Fish hired him to do. He don't waste no time. He go find old white boy. White boy sees him. I think they're at the gym. Oh no, was it the gym? And Marvin just walks in and the white guy is just like, what the fuck are you doing here? And Marvin, man of little words, go and punch that motherfucker right in the bow right here. And the guy is all on the ground like, oh shit, like, what the fuck? And Marvin was just like, hey, you better learn how to treat your fucking wife better or it's gonna be lights out for you. And I'm sitting here thinking like, I thought he was gonna kill him. Of course, the man is gonna know that Fish probably put Marvin on it, or he gonna know somebody put him on it. So it was just like, Was this the plan? Just for him to go beat his ass? I mean, you could have beat him up more than that. But I mean, I guess, he ain't got another body on his hands. By the time he make it back to Big Fish, Big Fish is pleased. And it looks like this is going to be the beginning of what might be a beautiful relationship between the two. Now let's jump over to Juke. So we see Juke and her girl. Remember, she's seeing the girl from the group. Okay. And that girl, I guess, is pretty fresh on being a part of the LGBTQ community. All right. So her parents probably don't know that her and Juke are in a relationship like that. But anyway, they sitting down and they talking to the parents. And the parents are just asking them questions as normal. Oh, Juke, nice to see you. What is it that your family does? And she was just like, well, my mom died pretty recently, not too long ago. And my father, her friend jumps in. Oh, her father. Oh my gosh, her father is something else. He is such a great person. He's always around, blue. Well, where do you want to go to college, Juke? And then, the daughter is just like, oh God, mom and dad, do you have to grill everybody? And the father is just like, well, we know this singing thing is an extracurricular thing, but, he said, turns to his daughter, you wanted to go to Spelman. You've been wanting to do that since you were 8 years old. Well, what a difference a day makes. He looks back at Juke. Don't you want a bright future? I was just like, y'all kind of intense for the first meeting. I mean, we couldn't just sit there and have a nice dinner. I don't need you to be asking all these fucking questions. You just met me. Now, later on, we see Juke picking up Rock from the hospital. Now, Rock had her abortion. And remember I told you it was quick and to the point. We had no emotions over it or anything. So she's in the car and she's been told Juke. Okay, because Juke was like, how you feeling? And she was just like, just a little sore, a little nauseous. Then she just looks at her and she says, it was Unique's baby. I was like, did you have to tell her that? Auntie, we need to get Auntie Rock some friends. Why are you burdening your 17-year-old niece with this kind of talk? This girl ain't needed to know that you was pregnant by Unique. But so Juke looks at her and just sort of like, and Rock was like, you ain't got nothing to say? And she was just like, I mean, I guess I'm shocked. Shit. And Rock was like, why you shocked? Cause I was pregnant by a nigga that I've been trying to kill for years. Yes. We don't normally want to kill the people that we procreate with. And she was just like, yeah, well, sometimes it's like that. Okay, but you're going to have to take that to the grave. Oh, if you wouldn't have told her, she wouldn't even have known. Juke asked her, did she love Unique? And this was probably the softest that I've ever seen Rock be on this show. She said she felt like she could have. And I was just like, oh. Rock was in love with Unique, a person that she could not stand over the years. And right when she figured out that she might actually have some feelings for him, the nigga go and get offed by his brother. But guess what? He not offed. Girl, you done got rid of this man's baby. And your man is still alive. But it's still not good, y'all. Still not good news. Because when we see Unique, he's still over there with his boy. His boy is still trying to nurse him back to health. But Unique is like anxious. He wants to get back out there into them streets. And his boy is just like, Neek, sit down for a second. Let me talk to you. Let me put you up on some game real quick. Do you know you have like superpowers right now? Do you know you like Superman, like Invisible Man? Do you know that nobody knows that you are alive? You know that this is the best position that you can be in. These people think that you dead and gone. Why would you want everybody to know that you're still alive right now? You can do a whole lot more damage as a dead person. You can use this information to try to figure out who tried to kill you in your Unique.
I already know who tried to kill me. It was Ronnie.
Ronnie, your brother? Yep. So Unique is wanting to be hot on Ronnie's trail, and his boy was just like, well, wait a minute, hold on. We can still try to find out who put him up to it. Okay, because that's a mighty tall order. I don't know if I just see Ronnie just killing you for nothing. We can find that out. And look, you got the element of surprise. So then Unique was just like, you know what? You might be right. Okay, well then
do me another favor then. I need you to do some research for me. Get out there and see what they saying, what they talking about.
He need to know the lay of the land. His boy was just like, that's fine. I can do all of that for you. And he said, I'm going to get you your money. Unique is about to settle all of his debts. And I tell you, that Unique, I was like, Unique, I'm going to need you to calm down because all this breathing hard,
Let me get out. I need to get out of here.
I was like, you all right, Neek? Maybe we need to get your mind right first. Okay, let's dial down some of this resentment and trying to get back at a motherfucker. And let's just make sure that we gonna stay alive for right now. Because he hell-bent on getting this information. So his boy goes out, you know, and he gets the lay of the land. He gets the, you know, ear hustling, trying to figure out who talking about what out there. So he comes back to Unique and he tells him, look like Rock is out there working again. Okay, look like she re-upped and she taking over the, you know, the territory that you used to have. And it looked like Kanan and Ronnie are working together. And of course, this is upset Unique exponentially, because you mean to tell me that Rock and my brother was in cahoots and they was both trying to do something to me? You mean to tell me that they was out here trying to kill me so that Rock can take over, and she up here telling me that she was quitting, that she wasn't going to be out there working no more? You know, she giving up the game, but she did all that just to trick me and take. I said, oh, Lord, Unique, wrong road. This is, you are going down the wrong, this is not how it happened. I'm sitting up there yelling at the TV like, oh, is it going to be a whole season of Unique being mad at Rock? These two in a misunderstanding, never getting the time to just sit down and talk. Like, it's about to be one of them frustrating seasons. I can already tell, you guys. So, you know, Unique has riled himself up, and now he got a vendetta, and he got to get to Rock, and he got to find Ronnie, and this and that and the other. Unique.
Everybody think that I'm dead, but I never felt so fucking alive.
Okay, his homeboy give him a gun and everything. I was just like, boy, that Unique is about to be terror on them streets. But anyway, back at the house. So Rock is at the house and Kanan is there, you know, and Kanan is working on his paper. Rock goes in there and she was just like, so what you doing, boy?
I'm working on this paper that I gotta do.
Oh, well, I mean, you're not gonna ask me. I mean, I know your grandfather more than anybody else. I was his favorite.
Uncle Lou and Uncle Marvin and Grandma already told me.
Oh, too bad, Rock. And she was just like, hey, Kanan, listen. I don't really care how you think about me. I don't care how you feel about me. Okay? I love you. I love you so, so much. Okay? And that's never going to change, no matter how you feel about me. And I was just like, see, you guys, Rock is really trying. She trying to have this soft spot. Y'all not letting her. Okay? She trying to get her soft girl era, and y'all keep on dragging her back to this shit. Okay, because what she need to do is go over there and knock the hell out of Kanan. But she not trying to go that route no more. Okay, soft. Okay, get on board, everybody. Even though we saw Rock talking to the damn counselor after she had her abortion, you know, she's talking to the counselor, and the counselor is trying to get some feeling out of Rock. And, you know, Rock's whole thing is like, bitch, I ain't got time. I'm fine. Okay, yes, I done had the abortion. I couldn't keep the baby. It was just time, but don't worry about me, because Rock always bounces back. So don't even be sitting up here trying to talk to me all this warm and fuzzy and everything. I'm hard ass Raquel. I got shit to do. I can't be sitting up here crying about this baby. The damn daddy dead and gone, so the baby gone too, and I ain't gonna worry about it. That's pretty much how Rock's feeling is. The lady was just like, oh, okay, well, I guess mark this off on your chart. You okay? Yeah, she's fine. Back over to Juke. We see Juke talking to Nicole's father. And, you know, she's just kind of telling him that she's in this group. The name of the group is called Butter. And, you know, he's just like, oh, I'm so happy. You know, I know Nicole would be so proud. You know, she wanted to sing and you're so good. And, you know, the father. And so then she was just like, you know, I just had some questions about the military. Wasn't you in the military? He was like, yeah, I was in the military. I was doing this, that, and the other. He was like, why? You thinking about getting in the military? And she was just like, I've been thinking about it. And he was just like, I'm not sure if that's what you want to do, because they, well, you know, lack of better words, they don't really like gay folks up in the military. So, I mean, are you sure that's what you want to do? He don't say it he don't say it like that. But that's how he was feeling, and I guess he was hoping that she was gonna get the picture. We see Uncle Lou. He down to the bar, which seems to be the worst place for somebody that's an alcoholic to be at. But anyway, he's down there at the bar, and I guess just cleaning up or getting ready for the night or whatever. And then in walks Jess. You guys remember Jess? That's his ex-girlfriend, the one that ended up fooling around with Royal Crown, what's his name? Crown Camacho. What's his name? Crown Camacho. Child, I can't remember what the man's name was. Was it Crown Camacho? Remember, she ran off to California. Okay, well, she's back. You know, Lou was just like, oh, girl, you look good. And she was just like, yeah, she's just back here working with the label, whatever, you know, but out there in California, that's where it's at. That's where he should be. You know, she tell everybody about Lou. He is the genius. He's the one. He is good at music, and he's this, and he's that, and he's the... I said, girl, if he was all that, well, then why you left her? But she ain't forgot. Lou, you the one. You got a lot of talent. You should be out there doing it too. Okay? She give him a little kiss. She tells him, one day you gonna forgive yourself for all of this shit that wasn't even your fault. Okay, because Lou can't seem to get over, like, his life and the way that things have turned out right now. And she sees it. But she tells him that she gonna be back. I guess she gonna check on him again in the future. But, you know, that little visit, that show had done put Lou in a bad place. You know, he couldn't get his head right after that. Next thing we know, we see him, he toe up drunk. He trying to get in the car to leave. And thank goodness his business partner was there. She won't let him drive. You know, give me them keys, Lou. You're not driving nowhere. You know, she kind of helps him back into the building. I said, well, thank God for this woman. Ain't no telling what would have happened if she wasn't there, though. Jumping back over to Kanan, we see Kanan, you know, he's talking to one of his disgruntled employees. You know, if you're going to be running an enterprise, you got to make sure that your employees are happy. And, well, you know what? They not happy. The boy tell them that they not making enough money, you know, and Kanan was just like, all right, let me crunch some numbers and then I'll see what I can do. All right, bet. He gonna let the rest of the crew know that it's some more money coming soon. Then he look over at his girl, Crystal. You know, he's just like, everybody always wants something. And she was just like, no, you're not doing things right. You can only control what's going out. You can't control what's coming in. So, you know, Crystal got all these business ideas that she want to run by Kanan, but she doesn't get to tell him because his phone rings and it's his grandmother. You know, he was just like, where are you? Okay, I'm on my way. I was like, what didn't happen with the granny? You get down there, granny in the hospital. Oh, granny, what didn't happen? Granny done passed out. Okay, Kanan was just like, well, what made you pass out? And she was just like, well, don't tell nobody, but I got kidney cancer. He was just like, grandmother, does anybody know this? And she was just like, no, I ain't told nobody, and that's how I want it to stay. Don't tell them that I have it. I don't want nobody up here asking me questions and treating me differently or anything. So don't say nothing to them. You need to keep that to yourself. Can you do that, grandson? Yes, he can. Right. And then lastly, we see Unique. Unique then made it to the warehouse where everything had went down. Now, finally, we are back to the beginning, which was when 50 Cent at the beginning of the show was doing the voiceover telling us that we need to learn, you know how we got to this place. So I'm assuming all that took 3 months. Now we are on the day. Unique gets out of his car. He all beat up and burnt up and, you know, head busted open and all that. And he walks into the warehouse and he sees Creepy Daddy and Ronnie dead on the floor. And he's just looking. Ain't no telling what's going through Unique's head at that time. Okay. Did he really still think that Rock and Kanan was working with them? Considering they both dead and Rock and Kanan was there not too long ago. So now I'm wondering what exactly Unique, but I know Unique is still going to be hell-bent on the revenge and getting back at Rock and all that. But I surely didn't want that. I wanted some sort of something. I don't know if I wanted them to be a couple. I know the tension needed to stay there. I guess this is the best way for it to happen. But I'm telling you, I was just like, oh my God, is he going to hate Rock all season? Oh, I'm not liking this. But I mean, I see how it needs to happen, but still, child. Anyway, that was the first episode. What did you guys think about it? I think we're going to have a pretty good season. Is this the last season though? Because did they tell us that there were only going to be 4 seasons for this show? You guys will have to let me know. But anyway, that was it. Y'all let me know what you thought about the episode. I'm going to get on. All right, you guys, make sure you thumbs up the video, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm Roxanne. The channel is itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. God, I haven't said this in so long. It feels weird. Anyway, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, Roxstars. Bye.